In the remote mountains of the Ming Dynasty, under the reign of Emperor Jiajing, there lay a dusty, wind-beaten village called Thanthatch. Life there was simple and harsh straw roofs, cracked hands and sunburnt faces. But in the heart of that worn-out town stood a blacksmith's forge, always glowing with fire. The man behind it was Wang Taiju, broad dash-shouldered, sun-darkened, and with hands calloused from steel and flame. Wang looked like a man carved from iron. But beneath that rough exterior lived a heart as gentle as a bodhisattva's. His forge had no signboard, no fancy decorations, but everyone from the surrounding villages knew his name. Not just for the sharpest blades or strongest hoes, but for the way he treated people. He repaired a broken sickle for a poor child, free of charge. He polished a dull knife for an old man, only to say with a warm smile, "Take it home, elder. Come back if you need anything else." Many called him foolish. In an age where silver ruled all, Wang only charged for coal, and sometimes not even that. But he didn't care. Every morning his forge roared to life before dawn. His hammer rang, like a melody of the earth, and though his clothes were soaked in sweat, his eyes never lost their light. His honest labor fed his elderly mother, clothed his wife and children, and kept a humble household warm and whole. He never envied others. If it wasn't his, he didn't even glance at it. And so in Thanthatch, everyone called him Big Brother Wang, not because of his strength, but because of his unwavering integrity. One misty winter morning, as Wang hiked into the mountains to buy charcoal, he heard it, the shriek of a horse, followed by the crashing roll of something heavy. And then a human scream, choked off midair. His heart jumped. He dropped everything and bolted up the slope. There, amid broken rocks, lay a man in black martial robes. One leg was crushed under a boulder, blood pooling beneath him. Nearby, the twisted body of a warhorse lay among the leaves, its mouth frozen in terror. Without a word, Wang rushed forward. His muscles bulged as he heaved the boulder aside in one breath. He tore his own coarse tunic into strips and bound the bleeding wound. Then, taking out a bamboo flask, he gently offered water to the dying man. "Brother, drink this," he whispered. The man forced open his eyes, pain written all over his face, and nodded. After a few gulps and a piece of dried bun, he reached into his robe and pulled out a metal token shaped like a tiger's head, cold and heavy. "You saved my life," he gasped. "Take this, if you ever face danger. Show this at the Wei Yuan Escort Bureau in the provincial capital. Ask for Commander Lu Zhenxian. He will help you." Wang refused. "I'm just a simple man. I did what anyone should do." But the man insisted this token may one day save your life. Remember the name Lu Zhenxian. Wang finally nodded, accepted the token, and carried the injured man to a house by the stream, leaving silver for his care. Then he walked back, silent as ever. Months passed. The mountains turned color. Life returned to normal until disaster came in the form of a man named He San, a local tyrant who coveted the land where Wang's forge stood, right? The middle of town? He offered to buy it for a pittance. Wang refused. That night, thugs stormed his workshop, smashing everything. His tools were destroyed, blades crushed, the forge reduced to ashes. But Wang tried to stop them and was beaten bloody in front of his mother, who collapsed in shock and never walked again. Worse still, when Wang went to the magistrate for justice, his pleas were ignored. Heisan had already bought the officials off, with nothing left but a faint memory. Wang reached into a small wooden box and pulled out the tiger-shaped token. He left his family in safe hands and set off, traveling miles to the provincial capital there. In front of the massive gates of the Wei Yuan Escort Bureau, he showed the token. At first the guards scoffed, but the moment they saw the tiger head, their faces changed. In no time, a tall, commanding man with sharp eyes and silver-threaded robes appeared. It was Commander Lu Zhenxian. He looked at the token, stunned. Where did you get this?" Wang told him everything. Lu's eyes turned red. He knelt down. the man you saved, was my master General Yang Shao. That day, he was ambushed and fell off a cliff. Everyone believed he died. If not for you, he wouldn't have survived. He has searched for you ever since. That very night, Liu gathered his men and rode with Wang back to Thanthatch with the general's backing. They quickly exposed He, San's crimes, land grabbing, bribery, assault. The villain and his gang were arrested. Corrupt magistrate was removed in disgrace. Commander Liu then helped rebuild Wang's forge, bigger, stronger, modern. Tools of the highest quality were brought in, and every blade now bore the seal of Wei Yuan as a mark of trust. Orders came pouring in from across the land, and yet the Tuang Taiju remained the same. One cup of hot tea, one steady hammer, one honest life. Because the man who saves others without asking for anything is the one destiny remembers. If this story touched your heart, share your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe that true kindness always finds its way back, turning point where true stories touch the soul?